Hey, real quick, if I can grab your attention before we get into the content and have you head into the description where there'll be a link to my sample pack store. This is a great way you can support the channel, get something in return. If you ever found any kind of value from what I do over here and you're an MPC user or an SP44 Mark II user, I specialize in packs for that. I also got some free stuff over there, so please do head over and feel free to download those. All right. Yeah, what's good? Praise Yah. Welcome in. Oh, okay. Hey, that switched for me automatically. I didn't know it did that. Oh, that's good. So yeah, I decided to come in and live stream today because I had a realization this is probably going to be the last time for a while until I'm able to stream again, because my kids are getting out of school next week, and so I got to adjust to that. Having them around and being more involved and figuring out some things to do with them and stuff. So, because last summer I did terrible. I didn't even expect it. I didn't do anything. I did probably the least amount of like music stuff and like YouTube related content. Yeah, last summer, like I said, and it was frustrating. I was frustrated. I just couldn't seem to get my wheels turning. So I'm expecting it now, and I'm just gonna lean into it rather than trying to fight it. And hopefully I'm thinking doing some creative stuff with my kids, with my children, with all my daughters. Well, the eldest 2 and 3, and the third eldest, because now I got a fourth, which is only like less than a week old now. But yeah, this morning things are great because I've been home. I get to bed early. I've been doing a story time with them. It's a bedtime story. They go to sleep and they've been getting up a lot easier, less cranky. We've had some of those days where it's like a hassle to get them up, and but now none of that now. So I'm definitely seeing the benefit of switching my job to having a daytime job. I think it's just overall better for the mental health of my whole family overall. But yeah, I'm looking forward. I showed my daughters how to play a scale this morning on the keyboard using the MPC, from just C major, just the basics, and explain that a little bit. So I'm thinking, that'll be I'll do some homeschooling in the summer with them with that. And then they've got some other stuff like math and reading that we got to focus on. But what's good with y'all? Crazy Webbit, what is happening? Ben, be jamming, what's good? We looking at some gear. I'm looking into Oxy 1. I've noticed that thing kind of interesting. Seem fascinating. Those things are sequencers only, right? No samples, no audio engine or anything like that. I keep seeing you're bringing up the dirty wave. I keep seeing the polyend thing. It looks kind of cool. I don't know. I was tempted to go look for it on Sounds and see what it looks like, but I haven't yet. And hopefully I forget about it, so I can just keep doing what I'm doing. But I'm trying to do some vocal recording, hit 2 things at once. I got a song that I have 2 verses for. I got a hook and all that, and I want to see if I can get the verses in, even though my daughter's in here, because I'm going to be waiting a long time to find the house to myself, possibly. Although I might get it to myself later today, so that'd be a good thing. And also, I don't want to spend... I hate sitting here doing take after take when I'm doing working on songs. Like, if I do a few more, like 3, 4, 5 takes and stuff, and I'm not feeling it, I got to do something else. So I guess that's the goal for the stream today is, if I don't come up with something I'm satisfied with by like the 3rd take, I'm gonna move on and just go make a beat and start something new. And I'll likely use my sample packs, since I'm starting fresh with this MPC. The MPC live that I'm selling is up now. If you want to go to my community post, if anybody out there is interested in an OG live, excuse me, I don't know if I said live too. An OG live's got a hard drive full of expansions, 250 like gigs worth of samples and expansions. There's pictures. If you go to the eBay link, there's pictures. I wasn't able to put all the pictures. There's that many pictures of all the drum kits that are included with it in that MPC, but there was not enough. I couldn't add enough pictures for y'all to see all of it. So expansions and drum kits that it came with, because I bought that MPC used. It's got gray pads on it, so it's an upgrade. And comes with like a DECKSAVER and original box. It comes with a stylus, which I used. It came with it when I bought it used. And what else? Original accessories, pretty much. So I got this song. It's either going to be called For New, or that's what I got it titled as right now, For New. That's probably what it's going to be. But then I like the idea of it possibly being called Same Nothing. All right, so I'll play the intro for you in a hook. Let me go into the arranger, and then I'll get into recording the verses. I might have played this. I might have tried to do this in a stream before. So I don't know, maybe y'all have heard it.
You put your trust in all the wrong
Let me turn it up.
Where's your faith to let your soul sing? The true you that was foreknew. For you were formed in your mother's womb. Yeah, I knew. You put your trust in all the wrong things. Where's your faith to let your soul sing? The true you that was foreknew. For you were formed in your mother's womb. Yeah, I knew.
Yeah, so that's the hook. I need to work on doing doubles on hooks and stuff, I think, to make them sound more full. I don't know if I'll get there for this song. You know, I want to get this one finished with the verses and all. So in a few months they'll be running the live stream. Yeah, they tried to already. They like to get into the camera at least. Didn't like you tried the poly-in. One thing I'd like about the look of the poly-in, that mini, is the waveform and like the sampling on it looks cool. But I just don't know if I could get used to the tracker style where it's up and down. But I'm pretty sure, let me know if you know, I'm pretty sure there's a setting where you can switch it from the up and down to like a side to side. But yeah, I don't know if I'd even bother. I like a machine that has some sort of pads on it, and in order to use that, it's cool because it seems super portable and all that. But let me make sure I turn my fan on. But you'd still need to connect like a keyboard if you wanted to play stuff in live, right? So I don't know if it's my misunderstanding. My understanding of those trackers is you kind of just like input information by clicking it in. So that's why it doesn't necessarily have pads. Although with like the bigger one, you can, I'm pretty sure you can do some live recording into it. All right. This first verse. Let's see if how's my camera tracking? Camera track is man funny lately. It's a little slow. Okay. Pull up these lyrics. Be backup singers. Yeah. Should sample the kids playing and add the sample of a baby heartbeat to the track. Trackers are monophonic, so you're not playing chords, really? Wow, that's wild. Yeah. Whenever I hear that, like that's the deal breaker for me if I can't play chords. Or mono. So each track is monophonic, so that, yeah, I get it. Yeah. Heck yeah, that's why I grabbed it. I like the retro, man. I'm a fool though. Like I paid new prices for a used live, but I got a bag with it, and got the metal knobs that came with it. So, and it came with like a 1,000 hard drive, I believe, and the drive is empty. Like I was saying, I'm starting fresh. The drive is empty. 931.3 gigs. I've just put some songs backed up. drums. I don't know if that's taking up that much. No, the synths. Download all the synths, fabric instruments and stuff on there. So yeah, I'm starting fresh with just my samples. I told the dude he was gonna wipe the drive, I think, anyways, and he said he was gonna load some samples to the drive, but I said, nah, just forget about it. I'm gonna just start with mine. And I could have took all them drum kits from the other MPC that I'm selling and put it on here, but I didn't want to be bothered with the time that would take. And I'm good with that. Just rocking my MPC with what I put into it, with sounds that I tailor to my liking. I'm good with that. I like that idea. So, and recently, that's another thing I did recently, was organize myself. Let me work on not saying so much. But I've set up all my files in order of importance. I don't know if you guys have ever done this, but I used to do this like in my old MPC. Like I use my phone to do it. You can go into a computer, connect your SD card, and I just did order of importance and put a number in front of what's a priority. So my song projects are here at the top, right? So I put a 1 in front of it. Beat projects at 2. And I got my sample packs that I made at 3. Another folder, and so on, right? And so on. So I like that organization. I'm gonna go in even deeper and organize inside some of them, because I think it's like anything, like a good clean environment. I like my environment clean. After every once in a while, you need to tidy it up. Like I get all kinds of little things up on my desk, things my kids have given to me, just not to blame them, but like stuff on the floor. I don't like it. I like a clean situation. A minimalized situation is good for my headspace, I feel like. So I'm gonna zoom back out here. Let's see, what are you saying, Ben? He said, Zounds don't like me. I'm assuming because of returns. I'm going back. Trackers aren't for you, bro. I'm being honest. All right, appreciate it. I don't need anything else. That's what I need to get in my right mind. I need to get in my right mind. I don't need anything else. I don't. I mean, I'd be happy to try some other stuff, and that's all it is. But for you, Ben, I think you're trying to find the perfect workflow. I don't think it gets any better for me than the MPC. So I'm gonna try to keep my head on straight and just get these songs done. Yeah, I'm only looking at those things for making ambient music on them. Okay. Yeah, I really don't even know much about ambient music. Mostly using drones, pads, and textures and glitchy stuff. So ambient music is like free of tempo, right? I'm assuming. Crazy Rabbit, soon you'll be into modular. I like modular, our pockets don't speak that language. Alright. I have a vid where I drone with the MPC 1 Plus. Okay, cool. Zounds. World needs a hero though. What's good? Did I say what's up yet? Simonese, what's up? Do I have soul samples, 70s or 80s? I like to sample that stuff, but no. I've been like a month, 2 months back, I was like looking into making my own. Right before I bought the Integra 7. I'm gonna put together, actually, I'm gonna put together a little, I've been putting into a project of like a soul sample instruments laid out track by track using my Roland Integra 7 pack that I have for sale. You guys can get the whole thing for $8.50 right now if you want. It's got 44 key groups that are lo-fied through the MPC or through the SP. And then auto sampled back into the MPC. And you can get that for $8.50 right now if you guys want it. I'll pull it up for a sec. So I made a pack for the SP that is one shots. So there's 24 different categories, 2 key groups in each one. You know, all the basic categories pretty much. 2 drum kits, acoustic instruments, pianos, electric keyboards, all that, you know, bread and butter. And then I also made a one-shot pack that you could buy individually for like use with the SP, and it has a project file for the SP. If you buy the normal pack that comes with the key groups, you get the one shots, but you can choose to just go buy the one shot pack. And this is just a one shot from a C note of some of the sounds. But yeah, I'm gonna make a key group project with like a soul sample layout, because I was like studying into how to make soul samples, and there's some great guys on YouTube that do that, and kind of using that as an outline. So I have like probably about eight key groups in it, and I'll probably give that away for free. So just gotta finish putting it together. Maybe I'll load it up and load in some different key groups to finish it up while I'm on the stream. Alright. So let's get to recording some vocals. Yeah, I like Crazy Rabbit. I like the idea, what you're saying, sell everything and rock the iPad. In a way, I'm just obsessed with that, and I've been kind of endlessly trying to get to the point of minimalism. I don't think I'd want an iPad just for making music, though. It's just not my style. Because I would still need like some sort of drum pad to finger drum on, and then so that'd be more accessories. Not into pajamas, not into the MPC much. I'm sure you'll check out the new one, right, when it comes out. At least give it a glance. See if Zounds will send you one. I don't know if that's Crazy Rabbit. You never had an MPC? Oh, back into, so yeah. Have you not used one of the new ones, though? Rocking the Torso S4 and Ableton Live. So that Torso looks like it has very minimal buttons on it. How does that work out? Is there like combos and stuff? Does it have a touchscreen? I remember seeing it. I like a good waveform. I can't lie. I like a good waveform. There's just some of the stuff is just like aesthetically pleasing, and I think the Tracker Mini is one of them. I like and the MPC 1000 did this, I think, with JJOS3, where you could see the waveform developing as you're sampling in, and I think I've seen that with the Mini Tracker, and it looks really cool. Oh, I've been having some cool ideas for the sampler on the MPC. I think would be cool. Tell me all what you think of this. Like, see, I'm probably never gonna get to this sampling or vocal recording. So like in the sampler, I think it would be dope if they redid this whole thing and turn this into like a record player. You can leave the arm button in the middle maybe, and have the outside be a record player. And there's a start button somewhere, and also it would be connected to the browser. So like there's a browser button, and you can load any file from the browser. So like say you had a whole song on a browser, and it would be connected to a turntable, and you can resample it so that you can get little bits of it. And then you could would also give you the ability to like maybe scratch with the screen. I think that'd be super fire if they had that. Just give you the ability to load samples and play them in the sampler from the browser. What do y'all think of that? All right, let me just try to get one in. Get this arranger up and then pull my lyrics up.
Soul sang,
Check.
true you. That was foreknew. For you were formed in your.
And there goes my daughter. Oh, you can kind of, if you listen close, you can hear the TV in the other room.
That was foreknew. For you were formed in your mother's womb. Yeah, I knew. Yeah.
You know what I should do? I should set y'all up with to make this more interesting looking. Let's do the picture-in-picture type of look. I haven't done this one in a while. I think I forgot I even had this ability. Alright, there we go. Now you can see what I'm doing.
Yeah, I knew. You put your trust in all the wrong things. Where's your faith to let your soul sing? The true you. That was foreknew. For you were formed in your mother's womb. Yeah, I knew. Yeah, I knew. Money, that's a thing that we do all need. But when we make more of it, we all go on a spending spree. We can't get enough. We spend it fast, not a dime saved. Money won't save your ass, but yes it will. It's nice to feel secure. I need some more, and then there'll be nothing that I'll worry for. How we lie to self and make everything a god, cause we think it helps. Seeking comfort, a coat for the rain, avoid the pain, but we see no growth. Nothing changed, just stunted, and everyone's to blame but yourself. Same nothing. Same nothing when you put your faith in the wrong thing. Same nothing. You put your trust.
Yeah, it's alright. I'll play it back though.
I knew. Money, that's a thing that we do all need. Yeah, I knew. Yeah, I knew. Money, that's a thing that we do all need. But when we make more of it, we all go on a spending spree. We can't get enough. We spend it fast, not a dime saved. Money won't save your ass, but yes it will. It's nice to feel secure. I need some more, and then there'll be nothing that I'll worry for. How we lie to self and make everything a god, cause we think it helps. Seeking comfort, a coat for the rain, avoid the pain, but we see no growth. Nothing changed, just stunted, and everyone's to blame but yourself. Same nothing. Same nothing when you put your faith in the wrong thing. Same nothing. You put your trust.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it again. Whoops. I'll do one more take for now and then move to the second verse, just so I don't get like fatigue. I think there's like vocal take fatigue where you become numb to what it is you're saying and then you lose connection to the song. And that's probably what I'm doing already. It's like just trying to record it, not really feeling the words like I was feeling it when I was writing it. Like there's a certain amount of feeling you have when you're making a song, enough to the point where it compels you to actually continue writing. So, but then sometimes just the process of recording the vocals becomes about recording the vocals and getting it done so I can finally be done and move on to the next song and not feel like unresolved, you know what I mean? So
that was foreknew. For you were formed in your mother's womb. Yeah, I knew. Yeah, I knew. Money, that's a thing that we do all need. But when we make more of it, we all go on a spending spree. We can't get enough. We spend it fast, not a dime saved. Money won't save your ass, but yes it will. It's nice to feel secure. I need some more, and then there'll be nothing that I'll worry for. How we lie to self and make everything a god, cause we think it helps. Seeking comfort, a coat for the rain, avoid the pain, but we see no growth. Nothing changed, just stunted, and everyone's to blame but yourself. Same nothing. Same nothing when you put your faith in the wrong thing. Same nothing. You put your trust in all the
album was more solid.
New money, that's the thing that was womb. Yeah, I knew. Yeah, I knew. Money, that's the thing that we do all need. But when we make more of it, we all go on and spend it.
One thing that's odd about the way I wrote this is a lot of times when I start writing my verse, it comes in a little delayed after the one.
Yeah, I knew. Yeah, I knew. Money, that's.
But on this song, for whatever reason, I felt compelled to write directly on the one, and I think it's kind of awkward. I don't know.
Yeah, I knew. Yeah, I knew. Money, that's the thing that we do all need. But when we make more of it, we all go on a spending spree. We can't get enough. We spend it fast, not a dime saved. Money won't save your ass, but yes it will. It's nice to feel secure. I need some more, and then there'll be.
It sound a little rushed. Sound a little bit rushed.
Nothing that I'll worry for. How we lie to self and make everything a god, cause we think it helps. Seeking comfort, a coat for the rain, avoid the pain, but we see no growth. Nothing changed, just stunted, and everyone's to blame but yourself. Same nothing. Same nothing when you put your faith in the wrong thing. Same nothing.
So I'm gonna keep it for now. I don't want to do another take. I'll move on to the second verse.
And all the wrong things. Where's your faith to let your soul sing? The true you that was foreknew, for you were formed in your mother.
I need a little swig of coffee. And nothing like buttered coffee, gentlemen. Some bulletproof coffee to keep you moving throughout the day without any food. That's what I've been doing. I do that a lot. I'm kind of an extreme person. Like, I start my mornings with butter inside coffee, and then I don't really eat lunch. I'll probably wait till at least 2 p.m. to eat anything. But whenever I get sick, I try to go even harder on avoiding eating, because I feel like it helps me fight whatever virus I got in me a lot better. There's something to it. If you guys don't know about like autophagy, I'm not an expert or anything. I'm just kind of experimenting here. So, but autophagy is like, it means cell death. So like when you fast, your body, there's a process, it goes into a process, I guess, called autophagy, where the old cells die and then new ones are born and stuff. And instead of like, I think what normally happens is like your cells in their imperfect traumatic existence just like heal but don't renew, something like that. But also then there's just like, if your body doesn't have to be busy like digesting food, then it has more energy or more power to whatever, this is my pseudoscience, to focus on that immune system. So anyways, this is not medical advice at all. Okay, here we go. Let's do this one.
That was foreknew, for you were formed in your mother's womb. Yeah, I knew, yeah, I knew. Funny, we're all gifted, though ain't value.
All right, this one is gonna. This one takes a lot of breath out of me, because that's one thing I'm conscious about writing after writing this one, is you gotta consider your breaths. And I did not write breaths into this one in there. I'm taking these really quick breaths at many points on this, so I may sound winded while I'm doing it. Well, I'm gonna wait for my daughter to go in the other room. Let's see what y'all are saying. You want some more chips? Okay, give me a second. Don't follow me. You don't need to follow me. I'm about to be right there. I'm coming. Come on. You don't want a different flavor?
I want another.
This one? Or a different one?
I want another one.
You want what about this one? Want some of those?
Different. Like these ones.
This one? The red one?
Sure.
This one, the red one?
No.
There's not more of these.
Some of the red ones. I think that's a lot.
It is.
That's a lot.
Okay, enjoy it. Where's my chat at? Oh, my bad about the feedback. Okay, Ali Star, what is good? J Dub Official. What do I use to get the audio of the MPC onto my stream? Is it hard? Oh, it's hard. Okay. Yeah, I have let's see. Let me try to do this verse, the second verse, and then I'll see if I can pull it up and show you on through the stream, through the iPad. So let me do one take first. What is funny about sounds? Man, oh, you guys are chatting it up. See, I just like chatting with you guys, man. I could just do that. You guys bring up some fun stuff. Yeah, ambient cinematic music is more free. Oh, wait, what is the question? So, do you have soul samples, 70s or 80s? How do you like fit those samples, for example, to like 174 beats? What samples are you trying to fit? Those are some pretty high BPMs, though. You know, you realize like you can. I don't know what samples you're talking about, but you could always work in halftime. Like, was half of 180 would be what, 90? So I'm not sure exactly what you're trying to do. Maybe you could clarify. Oh, you more, or Ben, are you more into step sequencers than playing live? Maybe Roland will drop a compact sequencer. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see them build something off the SP that gives you a better sequencer. Partial to the Oxy. Are you still getting your... you guys are chatting amongst yourselves. Yeah, why sounds funny. J-Dub, hopefully you're still in here, man. I would like to show you how I do everything. But if I could just tell you, for one, I use like a video switcher, right? So where I can put multiple cameras into, or different sources. For a while I used one called the A10 Mini. At that point I wasn't using, I think that has an audio in, but I was using a Zounds 4K Q2N 4K camera. So it's like a video camera built for musicians, and the video is really not that great. It says it's 4K, but it's kind of trash. But it's designed for musicians because it has a built-in condenser mic and then an input. I would use the line input to run my MPC into it. So I'd go out the stereo outs with like a Y cable where it was just like a stereo single jack. With my MPC live, it's just a mini jack, and then it'd go out to, on the other end of the cable, to 1/4 inch left and right kind of deal. Well, actually, no, that's backwards. But I'll show you. Yeah, A10. You can do it with the A10 Mini, because I believe that has inputs. I never used the actual inputs on the A10 Mini. I don't know why. But now I have something that's very similar, but it has a lot more features that allows me to do stuff like this. And let's just take a break real quick. Hey, real quick, if I can grab your attention before we get into the content and have you head into the description. Normally it would be on a larger screen, store. This is a great way you can support the channel, get something. So I'll just cut that short. But yeah, this gives me the ability to move through 4 different sources, plus like videos and images. Then it has 1/4 inch stereo mic inputs. Or mic in, I don't know if they're stereo. I don't know how y'all hear this really, because I never hear the other end of my stream unless I'm playing it on a mono thing, playing it back to see how it went. But yeah, that has like 2 mic inputs, and it works as a line input. So the MPC is going with that same cable that I mentioned, stereo out of the MPC left and right, Y cable to a single mini jack stereo, like aux type, tip there, and that goes into the switcher. And this one, I can't remember, I gotta look at it what the brand is. Like, I don't want to pull anything, but this Oh, okay. I thought I messed up the actual stream, but I unplugged my mic briefly. So I won't do that again. But you got a quick little glance. I'll pull it up on the screen in a minute. If you're still in here, let me know after I get this verse take attempted. So Crazy Rabbit had the MPC live, got it at a time where I did not put in the work to learn, and sold it. Yeah, I think that's one of the biggest roadblocks for people is like they want to get into making beats. The MPC is, I think, by far the best machine. Like there's no competition. There might be, let me see, best is subjective. The most efficient, or let's say the most standalone. Like it stands alone by itself without having to use many things outside of it, right? Best machine in that regard. There's better machines as far as like enjoyability and ease of use and all that kind of thing. So it's subjective. But I think that's one of the biggest roadblocks is it's really deep and it does a lot of things. So people get overwhelmed with it. But if you can stick with it, learn it. And it's hard for me to even like kind of to say like to a newbie if it's easy to use, because I really don't know, and because I've been using MPC since the 1000, so I have a different starting point when it comes to using these newer MPCs. It's easy to me, but there's definitely still stuff on there that's more advanced that I probably don't use. Godzone DJ the Thinker, what's up, man? I don't have the TEKO2. That's the newest one, right? The sampler, the larger one. I used to have one of the mini knockouts, but not. I had thought about testing it out, but I never did. I was gonna get one from Zounds, but and then I seen the whole Fadergate thing, and it kind of turned me off. And then just the fact, like I've gotten used to having waveforms and browsers and stuff, and ability to name or sample. Those are things that I like to have. So that's how I kind of see everything but the MPCs. Like they're fun machines to like use as a starter for like song ideas, and then putting them in the MPC would be my next move. Kind of like most people, like even still probably use the MPC to build ideas, and then it goes into their DAW. That's kind of how I treat it when it comes to other machines. It's like I build something in the SP and then it goes in my DAW here, because it never sees the computer. I don't care about that. But then that whole idea is kind of pointless, and I'm wasting myself some time. Stacking samples and tweaking them to the shapes I like. Is that what the torso is good for? All right, Crazy Rabbit, man. Appreciate you being here. Have an enjoyable weekend, man. Cleaning your system out. Yeah, I'm into autophagy. Yeah. Did I say it wrong? Autophagy. Autophagy. I don't know what I said. I might have said something. Sometimes I'm trying to like have a conversation about this incredible idea, autophagy, and I draw a blank, but at least I got close, I think. Didn't drink soda for 22 years, just started drinking again, and I gained some pounds quick. Yeah, I didn't drink soda for years. Like I remember as a 12-year-old, 11-year-old, I was heavy into drinking Mountain Dew, and then for some reason, I think it was like the little scares that, the things, the little myths or whatever it was about guys drinking Mountain Dew and stuff. And I also had a lot of acne at that time. I was, preteen, whatever, teen. And so I quit, and I completely stopped drinking soda for like a decade. So I had early signs of some wild discipline, although I'm very undisciplined in other areas sometimes, and I've had other, But yeah, I quit drinking soda, but I drink a lot of soda now. But the thing is, like, I avoid sugar like the plague, like it is a poison, like literally. So but I drink the diet sodas like all the time. Like I'm buying 12 packs. Like the store over here, they have deals. It's buy 2 12 packs, get 2 free, and sometimes it's buy 2 get 3 free. So yeah, we drink a lot of sodas in here, but they're all sugar free. I don't know. The aspartame might have some other negative benefits, but yeah, I stay pretty lean without, by just drinking the diet stuff. All right, I'm about to pull it up here in a second. Let me just get this taken.
That was new, for you were formed in your mother's womb. Yeah, I knew. Funny we're all gifted, though ain't valued the same. All parts of a body, workers wanna be whole and not maim. Don't seek your own, value others more than yourself. Not for your fame, be a tree rooted, the fruit is gon' change. True wealth out of wisdom, growth out of pain. It rains on the wicked and just, money can change and some it corrupts. And we could all make a claim, if we just had enough, we wouldn't spend it in vain. Wouldn't fall into lust, but greed interrupts the best of us. None are immune, don't you assume you got a strong will that can't be consumed. The enemy still kills and destroys, give him no room. He'll get you stuck in when you put your faith in the wrong thing. Same nothing, trusting all the wrong thing.
That was alright.
Yeah, I knew. Funny we're all gifted, though ain't valued the same. All parts of a body, workers wanna be whole and not maim. Don't seek your own, value others more than yourself. Not for your fame, be a tree rooted, the fruit is gon' change. True wealth out of wisdom, growth out of pain. It rains on the wicked and just, money can.
Yeah, I don't like it. It's out of sync. One more.
Was new, for you were formed in your mother's womb. Yeah, I knew. Funny we're all gifted, though ain't valued the same. All parts of a body, workers wanna be whole and not maim. Don't seek your own, for you were formed in your mother's womb. Yeah, I knew. Funny we're all gifted, though ain't valued the same. All parts of a body, workers wanna be whole and not maim. Don't seek your own, value others more than yourself. Not for your fame, be a tree rooted, the fruit is gon' change. True wealth out of wisdom, growth out of pain. It rains on the wicked and just, money can change and some it corrupts. And we could all make a claim, if we just had enough, we wouldn't spend it in vain. Wouldn't fall into lust, but greed interrupts the best of us. None are immune, don't you assume you got a strong will that can't be consumed. The enemy still kills and destroys, give him no room. He'll get you stuck in when you put your faith in the wrong thing. Same nothing, trusting all the wrong thing.
Felt a bit better.
Yeah, I knew. Funny we're all get.
You hear me taking that breath? Let's see. Let me cut that breath out real quick. I don't want to hear it.
You're funny we're all gifted, though.
Hold on. I might have moved it a bit. Was that not deleting? Okay.
You were formed in your mother's womb. Yeah, I knew. Funny we're all gifted, though ain't valued the same. All parts of a body, workers wanna be whole and not maim. Don't seek your own, value others more than yourself. Not for your fame, be a tree rooted, the fruit is gon' change. True wealth out of wisdom, growth out of pain. It rains on the wicked and just, money can change and some it corrupts. And we could all make a claim, if we just had enough, we wouldn't spend it.
I feel like I still sound rushed. I don't know if I moved it or that's just how I sound, and I'm just really rushing it.
Funny we're all gifted, though ain't valued the same. All parts of a body, workers wanna be whole and not maim. Don't seek your own, value others more than yourself. Not for your fame, be a tree rooted, the fruit is gon' change. True wealth out of wisdom, growth out of pain. It rains on the wicked and just, money can change and some it corrupts. And we could all.
Yeah, it's just how I performed it. I sound a bit rushed, but let me let's look into this whole thing I wanted to show you, bro. Show you what it is that I use to do my streams. And I talk about it all the time, but if you do not know, I do my stream straight into my cell phone, which I'm gonna have to charge this real quick. Let's see if I can avoid overheating, because this is something I used to put on my phone. It's got a magnet, it lost its battery life. So let's see how long I can go and give it a little charge. And then I'll pull this up. Let's see. Okay, the brand is OC. Just give me a minute. Things are loading over here. Let's see what's up with the chat. There we go. B&H. This is where I got it from too. B&H. Should pop up any second now. Is that the right? No, actually, this is gonna mess me up because I don't have the HDMI connected. Give me a sec. It'd be easier for me to. Hold on. I'm gonna pull it up with my phone. I can plug my phone in as a video source as well using man, I got so much accessories. Go over here. That's not where I was hoping it was. There's an HDMI cable. I guess I'll plug it in. All right, here we go. So, I'll plug my phone as a source. These things are cool. Little HDMI thing it's like a USB hub. So that allows me to get my phone into the stream. And I'll do it this way rather because the iPad's weird. When you plug HDMI in, it's gonna take my mic signal away, and I don't like that when that happens. I'm just gonna search it here. Well, that's not the right one. All right, here we go. All right, so this is what I use. This is the OC Go Stream Deck HDMI USB live streaming video switcher. So you get like 4 sources. But also you have more sources in like the videos. Like it has an HD, it has a SD card, and that's how I play like my little sample pack store ad. And then on the back, I can't seem to zoom in. There we go. See, so it's just these kind of inputs. So I'm monitoring myself through the headphone jack there, and then I have my MPC running into mic 1. And that's how you get the sound. That's it. And this goes for, I mean, you could totally not use something like this. You don't need this unless you really want multiple cameras. You could just use a regular audio interface. Or also for a while, if you're trying to go like portable and minimal, like some of this stuff by Sonito is good because it has like, especially if you're trying to do it mobile. So I always like to encourage the mobile thing because it's super efficient, and I do everything with that. Like, see, my phone's starting to overheat. Let me get this back up here. It'll fix itself. Yeah, my phone's getting hot. Okay, fans working. Looks like it's cooling down a little bit. Yeah, let's chat it up. Let's see, where's the chat at? But yeah, thanks for kicking it. You know, if you're in here and you haven't given the stream a thumbs up, if you can, do that for me. Be a nice little charitable thing to do. Let's see. Yes, let's get in the chat. We're gonna just chat from now. Let's see. Okay, there we were. So JW official. I am. Thank you. And then here we go. Where we left off. 70-80 sample to fit into like 174 BPM. Yeah, because like 70s and 80s sample, like the soul stuff is probably at like 60 to 70 beats per minute. So you should look at that 174 as, and 180 as half of that. And get that sample to fit into, you know, maybe pitch it and get it to fit to 90 versus trying to get it to fit all the way over to 180. So maybe you're programming in 180 for whatever reason. That's how you approach things, which is fine. But you could look at 180 as 90 and just cut the time in half. Beats by Alonzo was good. I'm too lazy to sell anything. I know. I feel you on that laziness. Like it took me a while just to take pictures of my gear that I'm planning on selling. It's probably been a month since I've been thinking about it, and then now I've got phones sitting or pictures sitting in my phone, and I just finally put that live up. So there is a bit of laziness to it, and that's why I end up losing money too, because I like to just go down to Guitar Center rather than trying to post something up on eBay. And I'm not really interested in selling it locally or anything. Like when it comes to that kind of thing, it's kind of sketchy sometimes. Huh? Huh? You're hungry still? Okay. Let me think about something and we'll figure it out. Okay. Do you want maybe like some fries or nuggets from the freezer?
Nuggets with ketchup.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take a break here in a second and put some in for you. Yeah, MPC is the standalone best machine out there. Just returned a switcher this week from OC. Could not get it to work on Mac. Which one did you have? I initially bought like the mini one where it was 2 cameras, 2 sources, and then it had like these little buttons for like preset, like where you want the picture in picture. And I returned that one because I couldn't figure something out about it. And I grabbed this one. And they actually sent me one that wouldn't stay powered on, and then I returned it and got this one, a replacement, and I'm happy with it. But again, like I can't really speak on Mac, although I've used Macs in the past. I don't actively use them. I just do everything to my phone. Thanks for going out your way to show how you run the setup. No doubt, man. Appreciate the subscription, no doubt. Yeah, man, I like to see people winning. I like to see people feel encouraged to start doing something they've been, you know, maybe sitting on for a while, or because I've been there, you know, and I've adapted a mind state of just using the most efficient tools to get it done. because like the more obstacles you have in the way, the less chances you're going to do it. And so that's why I always recommend, it's so powerful to just use your phone. And I've been, since I started this thing, I used to just use the camera here only, and I'm still currently using this. So this is, I have another phone up here, right? This is my older phone, and it still works great. But this right here, this is a cell phone. This is my Samsung Galaxy, right? And it's running an app called Camerify Live. And in that app, you have switcher abilities too. Like you can just you could just have like another camera. And I think there's even an ability, I can turn this into a camera wirelessly, just running the same app. I might mess with that too, so I can give you some different angles. But yeah, when I first started, just use the one camera, would switch angles, and then would edit it. And I do all that editing on the phone too, using KindMaster. And then I make thumbnails from the phone. And you know, if you're trying to get into all that, I encourage you to use your phone. Most definitely. I got a phone call here. Shoot. Hold on. I'm gonna take a break, go get this food going, and then return this call and see what's up. All right. Another thing I was just thinking about as I walked away is with this video switcher, there's a still button option where you can put photos on the SD card too, which is a thing I've been meaning to do. So like if I did walk away, it would be like, be back in a moment or something, you know? Just have that up on the screen. Yeah, MPC is the new age DAW, for real. This, I'm probably coming up on the end of the stream just because I thought this thing was all the way charged. Let me just get through the chat though. I think the MPC was destined to be a DAW, like it's in the name, Music Production Center. God's Own, do I smoke herb? I live in Cali, it's Atlanta. Herb, you can get herb. I know you can. Yeah, I don't really like that. I've got plenty that I've been sitting on. I've been wanting to, but I just don't really find the time to. And I'm not really like it affects me in a certain way where I do get really introspective and I start to think about, oh, my wife's calling me. Hold on, I'm gonna call her from this. Give me a second, fellas. All right, I'm back. Wow. That's okay. All right, we about to wrap this up, fellas. Let me get through the chat though. Yeah. Get it right to your door. Get anything right to your door now. Peace, Palons. Appreciate it, man. Nice bars there. You talking more, which is better. Bro, this music is better than Lil Yachty, Soulja Boy, and all them. Makes you wonder why they are famous. Peeps like, why they are famous and peeps like roll or not. I appreciate it. Appreciate the good words. World is backwards. Well, that's a true statement, I think. But, you know, I don't know. I'm just finding my own way, and I don't think that I would ultimately want to, like, sign to any kind of thing if I had the opportunity. That's the more disciplined and enlightened mind, I would say now at this point, but the opportunity hasn't come up, and I'm just getting myself started and exposed to just showing what I can do, and I'm still learning and building and growing and proving my skills and trying to get better. So, like, you know, it's just what it is. And so, like, I would like to just be able to use my own platform here and make a living doing music. Not that old industry thing where you got to sign away certain things. And if I was young at that point, then I probably would not be wise enough to know what I was saying, you know what I mean? So the cable bag, it was a Ziploc bag I had down there. Cable boxes. The same one. I just went back to OBS and Loop Deck and Stream Deck. I have yet to do my first stream, but it will be soon. J-Dub, I'm from California, from Northern California. Yeah, my phone's overheating though, so I got some things to go take care of. So I'm gonna get up off here though. But if you guys do want to support the channel another way, number one, let me get that thumbs up. Number two, hey, real quick, if I can grab your attention before we get into the content and have you head into the description where there'll be a link to my sample pack store. This is a great way you can support the channel, get something in return. If you ever found any kind of value from what I do over here and you're an MPC user or an SP44 Mark II user, I specialize in packs for that. I also got some free stuff over there, so please do head over and feel free to download those. All right. So, yeah, I appreciate y'all kicking it with me. And if you're just coming to the stream, it's about done. But I got the sale going on, 50% off the samples. 50% off all my samples in my sample store. There's one that contains the Roland and Tega key groups. You get 44 of them right now. It's on sale for $8.50. They're lo-fi through the SP. And that'll be up until Sunday. But you can get anything off the website for half off right now. And it supports independent music, right? Really, truly, just being independent here, and just doing what I can do. So, and also celebrating a new addition to my family, my baby girl, who was born on May 30th. Was it? Yeah, was it? Yeah, just a few days ago. So, all right. Well, I appreciate y'all. Thanks for kicking it once again. We'll see if I'll be back for a stream soon. I don't know. I'm gonna just be probably working in the background on music and hanging out with my daughters and family for the next few weeks and trying to figure out and adjust what is my new game plan to stay active and consistent here with YouTube and music and all around stuff. So I appreciate y'all. All right, Ali Star. I'll see y'all later. All right, y'all bless and keep on running with your dreams.